up with an innovative way to help its players out of poverty. Many footballers struggle even to put food on the table, and funding remains a big problem. But one Kampala club has now decided that part of the answer is to put its players on a fleet of motorbikes.
A typical training day, and the spirit is high. But progress here is being stalled by an old problem: pay.
Sometimes you leave the pitch with little money and you have to go elsewhere to look for extra. Instead of resting to prepare for the next game, you are busy somewhere. This affects us a lot.
Robert Sentongo was once named National Footballer of the Year and is one of the country's most talented players. But as he walks off pitch, after a day's training, he cleans up for another task ahead of him. The facilities here are non-existent. Everything is improvised. But despite that, players like him remain hopeful that one day they'll share a proper dressing room with big stars like Lionel Messi. Off-pitch, Sentongo spends most of his time running his bar business to supplement his football pay. But his club says they are trying to help players like him.
So a player will tell you, I did not come for training because I had so many issues to try and run around. So we sat with our colleagues and said, what do we do? And we thought that we need, first of all, to create a business initiative that is independent of playing.
The club has distributed motorcycles to all its players. The hope is that players will rent them out for a fee. They are known locally as border boarders and are driven by thousands in Uganda as an alternative to taxis. But the bikes are infamous for causing fatal accidents in the capital, Kampala. Authorities have previously considered banning them from the city center.
We are alive to that contradiction, and what we did is that for every player who is going to get a bike, we have not allowed them to be the ones to ride it. It's purely a business.
Analysts argue that funding has greatly affected the country's sports compared to sides with better facilities. And they say that young people are being put off taking up sport. So though the motorbikes might seem controversial, there is a lot riding on help like this. Julius Mugambwa, SABC News, Kampala.